so this is design tables and tabulated tables. The first thing you do is open this part. You're going to go to annotations and make sure display annotations and show feature dimensions. That one's already selected, so just select this one. Your dimensions will pop up. And what you're going to do is go to Insert, Tables, Excel Design Table, and hit OK. Then you're going to select this first one, scroll down to the bottom, hold Shift, and then click that one, which will select all. Hit OK on that, and it'll auto-populate this table. And you can drag it out right here, and if you accidentally click off, you're going to go back to it by going to Configuration Manager, Tables, Excel Design Table, and then Edit Table. So I'll update with the color and description, so just hit OK on that. That's actually a step that's going to happen later too. You're going to want to drag it out to about here and roll this bar back so you can see all of your stuff. Just go out here. Alright, so default is going to be size 1. So now we're on step, we just finished step 3, going to step 4. Add 3 other configurations, size 2, 3, and 4. So size 2, size 3, size 4. And something else I want to do, so I'm going to do it after, but I'm going to change my how many decimals I have. So in this we're going to do 5.25, 5.5, so just fill out this information, 5.75, 3.125, 3.25, 3.375, 0.4, 0.3, and 0.2. And then you'll just click out of here, which will be the equivalent of hitting OK, and it'll say that the design table generated the following configurations, 2, 3, and 4. Size 1, I know it shows it in the book, but size 1 is default, and it actually explains that in step 6 on the next page. So just ignore that. So hit OK, and if you want to, you can edit this table, updating, and you can change this to size 1 and click out of there. So that'll update. So now page 1014, say click OK, you'll see size 1, and then the instructions default configuration is the same as size 1. Okay, so now what it's going to ask you to do, step 6, change the configuration manager, expand the tables folder to see the design table. Okay, so that's just doing this so you can see the design table. Gives you some information about the magenta color. Changes can now be done bidirectionally. We'll customize this, changing some of its parameters. Okay, step 7. Right-click the design table and select Edit Table. So go here, you're going to Edit Table. That's where this update is going to say what you see in the book, which is color, description, and part number, and then you just hit, okay, so this one actually does have an update, so just hit OK without selecting any new parameters. So right click, rotate, this is step 8. Now before step 8, back at step 7, if you look at the bottom, this is gone. This size 4 is selected, and that's gonna, you'll see that on the, not the next page, but the one after that, but double click size 4, and now your dimensional auto change to 5.75 from that table. So now step 8, right click row 2 and select hide. So okay, we do need to go back and table right here. Might have an update. Okay, it doesn't. So row 2, not over here, but in this gray area, right click and hit hide. Right click row 1 and select format cells. So now we're in here. We're going to hit format cells. We're going to go to alignment and do wrap text and merge cells. And then I think you hit OK from there. Now displays a title for the table. Yeah. So you should hit OK, and that says design table 4, design table example, so that changed. Drag the handles, that's just telling you that you can go here and hide these empty cells. So like on the bottom I've got some empty cells. Over here I've got some empty cells. Right there's good. Okay, so hit check. Alright, transferring to a drawing. So we're going to select File and Make Drawing from Part, I believe. File, Make Drawing from Part. Select the drawing template, which is going to be a size B, so I'm going to pause it so I can select this out of my file selector. Okay, so now I've browsed for my size B paper, my size B drawing, so I'm going to hit OK. It's going to bring up my drawing template. Set the scale to 1:1, which is down here, and make sure that's selected, which it is. And I lost this sidebar. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm back over here. My scale's 1:1. Select the third angle projection. So a third angle projection is isometric. I'm going to drag that into here. And let's see what we're going to do from there. Okay, so I think that's all we need here. Step 10, switch to the annotation tab, which we're in. Click the border of the isometric view, select tables, design table, move table inside drawing. Alright, so we're going to click out of here. So now we have nothing selected around there. Click this orange box and then do, let's see, select tables, design. Okay, so we have to go over here to tables, design table, and it's up in this corner. So just click out of there and drag it in here. Just hit OK. So zoom in, and we're going to dimension a few parts on here. So if we go to Smart Dimension, go from here to here, got 5.75. From here to here is 0.5, and from this line to this line is 3.38. I'm going to get out of dimension real quick. Pull that down. Just tighten those up a bit. Alright. So now it's going to tell you to change your dimensions. So double click this one. It wants you to name this A. Then name this one. Double click here. B. Override that. And this 0.5, which is the depth, you're going to change to C. And hit yes. So just double click that, double click the dimension, double click here, and then fill it out. So now it says double click inside the table to launch for editing. Okay. So new row is inserted above row 4. Alright, so we're back in the table. Oops. Well, we were. Go back here, edit table. Okay, what it's going to ask to do now is right click row 3 and select insert. So right here, right click and hit insert. Oh man, I've got a bad habit of that. Hopefully that doesn't stick. Okay, edit table. Okay, so you went and hit edit table, and now you've got an open space here. So a new row is inserted with row 4. Now we're going to put A, B, and C in here. A, I don't know why it's going sideways. B, and C. Again, don't know why it's going sideways, but I'll take it for now. Drag the horizontal bar over, and now we're just going to use these. Now it's saying change the colors of the rows and columns to make it easier to see the different values in the table. Oops. This is supposed to be size 1. Sorry, I'm looking down the book at part of this, but what I think you're going to do is hit this and probably highlight these. You can most likely also do it by right clicking and filling one of these colors, but I'm already working on this. So add borders and change the text in the headers to bold. So let's change this to bold, and somehow we're going to add a border. Okay, so for add borders, and this is going to keep going in here because I'm using hotkeys to record. But for add borders, we're going to go into here, select these, go to this button, and just do thick outside borders, or well, I mean whatever you want. Do all borders. Click back into this side. I might go ahead while I'm here and just drag that out. Might just do this whole thing. Really, I shouldn't have done that one. Oh wait, this one's got to be normal. Make that normal. Dang, I'm flopping right now. Normal. Highlight all of this. Neutral. Highlight all of this. Good. Highlight all of this. Neutral again. And then all of that. And do all borders. Click out of it. Scroll back into A, B, and C. Okay. Now you hit Control and Tab. You might have to click out of it first. Step 13, returning to the drawing. Press Control and Tab to toggle back to the drawing. So we're here, we'll hit OK. I'm curious to see if that's saved. It did save. And that'll pop up 100 times. Alright, you can click out of here and hit, okay. Hit Control and Tab. Okay, so that'll take me back here. Click the dotted border of the isometric view and reinsert the design table once again. So, here, table, design table. I think that worked. Oh yeah, it's out here. Pull that in here. And if you double click your scroll wheel, it can be over here, and double click it and it'll center back up. Okay, and it looks like the last instruction is click the dotted border of the isometric view. No, that's reinsert. The design table, place the new table in the drawing, and delete the old table. So go here and delete that. Hit yes, and this is in here, so just put it where you want. And save and close all documents. So now you're good. So now you've got all of your possible layouts for size 1, size 2, size 3, and size 4. Sorry, I was going the wrong way, and then A, B, and C. Okay, so I went back. I wanted to figure out how to do this. So I double clicked that cell and came back to this edit. If you highlight these and then go up here and hit vertical text, it'll fix that. So, and I dragged this out because I found out that that fault from P&R was my my hotkeys for pause and record. Let's drag that back down, and then we'll go back to our drawing and Control Tab back in. But that's how you fix. Okay, fix that PR too. Control Tab. Oops, Control Tab. And now we're fixed back. Oh, I thought we'd be fixed back in here. Well, I'm going to go back and fix that, but that's how you switch it back over in the first place.